Today on the show, Judah Friedlander.
And will the real Slim Jon Daly please stand up for another installment of Behind the Tweet? It's the Tweekly News, and it starts right after the Blue Angels fly over the green screen studio. Look out!
We have a budget for that?
We do, but now we actually don't have any money for a joke right here, and we need one right now.
We really need a joke right there.
It would be so great if we had a joke. Hey, welcome to the Tweekly News. I'm Jason Sklar.
And I'm Randy Sklar.
And you can follow us anytime you like. We are at Sklar Brothers.
And we're taking time out from verifying the birth certificates of the Chinese women's gymnastics team.
Our motto, if they can remember Y2K, then they're okay. Let's start, shall we?
Let's vault right in.
It's time to relearn.
And just like X helps people relearn life without cigarettes with its free quit plan, we relearned this week that the Olympics isn't the only institution in London embracing Twitter. The UK Post Office has its own Twitter feed.
Here's a quaint little exchange between a disgruntled customer and the Royal Post Office.
Old Street Post Office sucks! I hate queuing every frickin' time!
The UK Post Office then tweeted back, "Hi, sorry to hear about the queues in branch. We will use your feedback to monitor and improve our service. Thanks." See, that's the beauty of Twitter. You have no idea if the post office is really being sarcastic.
That's true, but it's actually the double whammy of Twitter and the English accent.
Here's a totally different read on the same tweet from the post office. "Hi, sorry to hear about the queues in branch. We will use your feedback to monitor and improve our service. Thanks."
When you say it that way, Rand, it makes me never want to send another fan letter to J.K. Rowling.
And you've sent so many to her.
I have sent thousands to her.
And you send them all to Gryffindor.
Because that's where she lives.
She does not live there.
Yeah, I think she lives there. He's crazy.
Now, even though each tweet maxes out at 140 characters, a cool twit pic is worth 1,000 characters.
This is Pick This.
30 Rock's Judah Friedlander tweeted out this pic with the caption, "I went to second choice haircuts instead."
Yeah, you, John Gruden, and half of the Indigo Girls.
Now, periodically on this program, we like to dig deeper and take tweets to retweet to the next level.
One of our favorite writer-performers to follow on Twitter is Jon Daly.
Not that Jon Daly.
The other Jon Daly. And he recently tweeted, "Senior citizens are pretty cute until you pee next to one."
See, the trick is to keep the rascal dry.
And when you say rascal, you're talking about that electronic scooter, right?
Yeah. Recently, we had a chance to sit down with Jon Daly, not that Jon Daly,
The other Jon Daly.
to find out more about his Twitter stream
And any other stream that may come out of him for another installment of
Behind the Tweet. Welcome once again to another edition of Behind the Tweet. We are, of course, in an undisclosed location.
in Burbank.
We, with us today is Jon Daly, not Jon Daly the golfer, but Jon Daly the Jon Daly.
Yeah.
Now, you have a fantastic Twitter account. You definitely tweet some great stuff.
You tweeted about peeing next to old people.
Yes.
Did that come from a real experience?
It did, yeah. That was JFK at about 5:30 a.m. The older people get, the more time they take and the more noise they make when they urinate.
It's not just noises coming out of...
No, not just the loud pee of a man who can't control his bladder. That combined with the okay. You know, it's like a very sexual thing, and old people having sex, I mean, I think we can all agree. It shouldn't happen.
Oh, I was gonna say it's awesome. Now, you brought a photo with you. This is you as Jon Daly.
Yeah.
Being Jon Daly.
Yeah.
Now, can you explain to us the Jon Daly project?
How it came about is his name beats me on Google. And
What is Google?
I'm not familiar with it.
it's a little bit like Bing, but
Okay,
Bing.
I
Got
didn't
you.
know.
I
Now I know
understand.
exactly what you're talking about. So he's beating you on Bing, and you need to upstage him on some level, or at least merge your images with his images.
yeah. So this is my attempt to in a very positive way, you know, kind of outreach to him and merge with him on Bing and Google at the same time.
Don't know what Google is.
Yeah, well,
I'm still
again,
not sure.
Who does?
Also on the 23rd of 2012, that was
Which must have been a very busy
Twitter day for you. You tweeted this. Jenny McCarthy is the sexiest anti-vaccination propagandist in the Playboy-verse.
Yes, yeah, that's true.
Now, did you tweet that as Jon Daly or Jon Daly?
Oh, that in particular was as Jon Daly.
I knew it. I told you that.
You did.
You disagreed with me.
I'm man enough to admit that.
Apologize to him.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I thought you
didn't think you
tweeted
did.
that as Jon Daly.
I told him you tweeted it as Jon Daly.
You treated it?
And tweeted it. I told him you tweeted it I told him you tweeted it as Jon Daly. He
Okay,
said,
I said
funny.
Jon Daly. Jon Daly was terrific.
he was great.
Not that Jon Daly.
The other Jon Daly. Hey, thanks for checking out the Tweekly News, and don't forget to follow at the Tweekly News.
And for more of all this stuff, go to becomeanx.org/sklar for exclusive content, outtakes, and bonus content from our interview with Jon Daly.
Not that Jon Daly.
That Jon Daly.
Thank you.
Look out, they're coming over!
Rip it and rip it!